Creamer Media's Mining Weekly is talking to Mika Tianhara, the CEO of Rocksole, a company that can help mining to meet its zero emission obligations. Mika, companies across countless industries have pledged to achieve net zero carbon emissions. What steps should companies take to meet their carbon reduction promises and indeed obligations?
So net zero is so important. And today with any type of, let's say, technology, it's not just about going to a customer and say, hey, with this technology, you can innovate, you can have some improved financial performance. You actually have to link it with a carbon advantage. And to do so, we talk about carbon capture, for instance, but that's more like it's necessary, but it's also a sense of trying to postpone activities. We have to do something now, fast track the net zero path. And we can do that, especially with operational efficiency. Push efficiency or operational excellence to the top quartile. That is key in terms of advancing the net zero path.
And how can newer and cleaner processes help operational facilities to run in a manner that does not contribute to rising carbon emissions?
Such an important question. And first of all, look at carbon emissions. The anthropogenic GHG emissions comes from two major industries. It's the energy production, stands for 34% of the emission side. Manufacturing with 24%. So if you look at, for instance, the mining side is of course key here. And many times in processes, when we as Rocksole looked at, let's say, the data created for insights in processing, it's actually one of the most critical things to improve, because so many unexpected shutdowns happens due to faulty sensors. And when you have unexpected shutdowns in processes, that also creates more emissions. Also, when you don't have the correct insights from processes, because also in mining, you can't really see all the activities happening, or you have a multi-phase, you're dealing with liquids and solids. That type of separation processes are very critical and also, let's say, sensitive to having good insights. That causes, of course, that you have bad processing or bad product quality, or you have to use excess activities in terms of whatever, chemical treatment or whatever. But with Rocksole, we've created a technology, or let's say commercializing electrical tomography that gives insights from, let's say, emulsion layers, solid deposits, solid production, and a combination with that you have a multi-phase. And that's one of the key areas to improve in terms of process monitoring to accelerate to net zero.
And how can process optimization, going the maximum route, increase productivity while at the same time ensuring that carbon emissions are reduced?
This goes hand in hand, because when you improve efficiencies, that also means that you might go into optimization, you get predictive models. And when you go that route, you can also see that, if you have certain process complexities or need to do some maintenance activities or improvements to the process, you can plan your shutdown, for instance, and that brings you, let's say, a controlled environment in terms of handling your process. Reports and research show that efficiency increases also reduces the carbon footprint. So that's important to keep in mind. And of course, don't just think about generating the data. Look at what's critical to solve bottlenecks, pain points, and linking sensor data with software, AI, machine learning. That's the package.
And what good example can you provide of a mining company that has achieved outstanding emission reduction by following Rocksole directives?
Yeah. Look, we are academia spin-off, and we have unique technology. It's patented. We have started commercialization. We've gone into various industries. We are commercializing in oil and gas upstream production. We are in a piloting phase in various industries. However, the name Rocksole, think about it. We actually see beyond. We can, with electrical tomography, determine conductivity, permittivity of various matter and media. So in a sense, we can determine the soul of rocks, Rocksole. And Finland is big on mining industry. So that was kind of the basics, or let's say the introduction to industry for our side. And a previous, let's say, more simple version of the technology was very much used into froth flotation, similar type of applications. And that's where we are also piloting now. So I think we're on an early stage. However, if you look at the various processes in mining, whether that's flotation or it's thickening or the leaching, there are various types of process monitoring which needs to be enhanced.
Mika, in a nutshell, can you just give me something about Rocksole, when it was founded, who owns it, the core business of Rocksole?
Yeah, Martin, this is great. And maybe more than just cracking that nut, maybe this is an onion with many layers. But anyhow, the thing is that, you know, we're an academic spin-off, and this type of scientific research, what was done in one of the major centers for electrical tomography in Eastern Finland, we've seen that, industry has such big needs in terms or pain points in improving process monitoring and the process insights. With this uniqueness, utilizing electrical tomography, we see that it's getting widespread use in oil and gas, which is both needing that for the financial performance and the decarbonisation. We're getting into mining, pulp and paper, semiconductor manufacturing, and many other industries. Let's say the main polluters actually utilize this because it's actually necessary and it creates business value for them. We have also major shareholders like Shell with us, Shell Ventures. We have Repsol Ventures and Equinor Ventures. So you see that large corporate venture capital is with us. We've done fundraising with the Series A last year. We're strategizing about the Series B, a major round, later this year. We do work with international corporates. 90% of our business is outside Finland. And we have big growth ambitions. This is my 8th venture I'm involved in, Martin. So I've done scale-ups. I love scale-ups, even though that's the, let's say, maybe the most scaring part of startup company. But scaling up, doing that impact, how do you get there? Yes, you have to build industry collaborations. You need the operators, you need the contractors and the tech provider. Together, we can bring the innovation into operations. That's how we do it.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, talking to Mika Tienhaara, the CEO of Rocksole, a company that can help mining to meet its zero emission obligations.